here we have the purple passion, another plant that is very appropriately named. This is a great angle. You can actually see the tiny little purple hairs that give this plant its name. So this plant is going to do best in a bright light scenario. You don't have to have it right up in a window. It's not like a ficus or a cactus, anything like that, but you want to make sure that it can see a wide view of the sky. It can survive a lower light scenario, however, it will get very leggy and you'll have to cut it back quite often to maintain a bushy form. But in reality, you're going to have to do that anyway. It's such a fast grower that if you don't cut it back, it's going to get leggy, it's going to get tall, and it will break eventually, actually. So best thing to do is actually, you can kind of see what they did right here, where it's broken off right here. So wherever you cut it, let's say I cut it right above this leaf right here, okay? I can take that cut and I could just replant this whole top that I just cut off right back in the soil. That's going to make it a bushier version of what we have going on. But not only that, right above where I made that cut, right around here, it's going to start sprouting out new foliage, kind of like you have up here. So that's how you maintain a really bushy purple passion, okay? So we've got it. Bright light is fantastic. Next, let's talk about watering. These guys will definitely let you know when they want to be watered. They will wilt heavily. They will droop. They will drop down just like that if you don't keep that topsoil moist. So every time it dries, you want to give it a really full, hearty soak, okay? Complete saturation, okay? So every few days, every 3 or 4 days, come by, touch the topsoil. If it has dried out, kind of like when a sponge is about to be completely dry, you can feel maybe a little bit of moisture, you know what I'm talking about? You want to give that baby a full soak, okay? Soak it several times over, let it come out the bottom drainage holes. You can even bottom water if you want. That's a great way to water these plants. And that's going to do it for the light and the watering. Now, as far as fertilizing goes, these are very vigorous growers, but let's only fertilize them during the spring and summer months, during their most active growth period. Just use a general purpose houseplant fertilizer. Make sure it's balanced. A 10-10-10, 15-15-15, 20-20-20 is a great option. And just use it as directed on packaging. You can also use a slow release granular fertilizer. That's perfectly fine as well. We already talked about propagating, so I don't really need to go into that. But if you want to repot this plant, it's best to do it again during that growth period, spring and summer months. And we're just going to go up one pot size. This is in a 4-inch pot. It needs to go up to a 5 or a 6-inch pot when the roots start coming out of those bottom drainage holes. And just use a regular general purpose houseplant soil mix. They do like to retain quite a bit of moisture, which a houseplant soil would do. So that's perfect. That's going to do it for the care instructions for the purple passion. This is such a great plant for the purple lovers out there. But if you have any questions about this one, let me know in the comment section below.